Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Joe Usual, and this is ARK Survival Ascended, where today we're going to go ahead and run through the game setup, both before you start the game as well as inside the game, to give you the best settings that you can get for the best performance for your machine. Now, I have a pretty decent computer, so my settings can be a little higher than a lot of people, but I'm going to go with the settings that all of the ARK role players have been using recently in the last couple of days, because it seems to work really well. A lot of the stuff you might have already seen online, so be aware that what I'm going to tell you here I might be going over new ground, but there might be a few things that you haven't seen yet. So let's go ahead and get into it. And then I'm going to give you a few of my favorite early game locations for collecting materials. We went over that on Twitch yesterday, and so we ran through all of them. They have not changed from the original ARK Survival Evolved. So all of the old locations still exist. So if you're looking for your old materials, you don't have to go looking any new places. You don't have to tread new ground. There are a few new added things on the map, but they haven't affected resources that much. So we'll get into that here in just a little bit. Right now, let's go ahead. I'm going to hit escape. We're going to go into settings. And I've already got this hooked up. This is my audio. Obviously is my audio. But, and I'm going to go with the resolution of 1920 by 1080. I'm not doing 4K because I don't think you really need it. But what you're going to want to do is you go restore all settings, restore all graphics, restore all settings, and just click those to clean up your anything you might have done before, and that'll get you to a fresh restart. And then what you'll do is you go ahead and you go ahead and go. It's going to turn into custom, but I had my stuff on high, but you want your resolution scale to be 100. You want your advanced graphics to be medium. Anti-aliasing at epic. View distance, I turned that down to low. Textures, high. Media, post-processing, medium. General shadows, medium right now. And we're going to change that in-game. Some of the stuff we're going to change in-game. Just depending on how many frames you really want to get. This is just to get your best frames before you start. And then I have in-game stuff that will raise your frames even more. Glow illumination quality epic, effects quality medium, foliage quality high, and then all this stuff is turned off. I turned off my max frame rate so that I can go ahead and get as many frames as possible. Motion blur, gone. Light bloom, gone. Light shafts, gone. It's not going to look as cinematic as before. All these things here, turn them all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Except for this one, the GUI 3D widget quality, I left that right there because all of these are at 0.5, so I left that at 0.5. So just so you know, yeah, all this stuff disabled on the RTX. Turn your if you have an NVIDIA card, turn your NVIDIA on. You can, with your resolution, go what you want to do. All right, you want like really good performance, then your quality is going to go down, but you'll perform better. You'll get better frames. If you want the quality, then or you can go balanced. Totally up to you, however you want to do that. And that is the long and the short of it. I haven't messed with the UI at all, really. The camera, I do want a tight camera because I'm on a roleplay server. So when I hit the K button and turn it on my face, I want you'll be able to see my face, so you can see me talking. And then as far as dyno camera mode, loose camera is fine for me. I keep my FOV at 70 right now. Camera shake, I turn it off because I don't really feel like I want my camera to shake when the Bronto walks by every 5 seconds. And first person writing, I left it on just so I can have a first person writing experience if I want. I should be able to scroll in and out to be able to get from third to first person. So yeah, that's the settings. I left my sensitivity the same as what it is. I'm okay with that. Some people want it tighter, some people want it looser, just depending on what you feel like you want. That's it. And just make sure you keep hitting saved. Camera head bob. I turn that off. To heck with that. That can kiss my butt. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into the roleplay server that we got going on right now. Right now, they had some issues with the files. Nitrado rolled back. We're going to talk about Nitrado now. Nitrado rolled back their stance on private servers for a minute. They said you couldn't have them. and Nitrado was the only one that could have servers, period, end of story. You could either play on Nitrado servers, or you can have single player servers. That's no longer the case, at least at the moment. So, but what happened was when they rolled back their stance, all of a sudden our roleplay server had issues, and it was hosted on somebody else's machine. So I don't know what went down with that, but we're on a temporary server right now. So this is a fresh server. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to run you through the other settings that are going to help your performance. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you some of my favorite areas to collect materials. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Join game. If it's a little loud, tell me. It'll be fine. I can change that up. And this is going to be the Nordheim RP server. And let's see here. I want to make sure I have the password correct. Bear with me. I got to pull my password up without anybody seeing it. And then I'm going to show you the other stuff you can add. Hang on. I got to get this right. If I don't get this right, it's not going to let me in. All right, here we go. Okay. There we go. Accept. All right, so I've already created, already in session. What do you mean I'm already in session? No, I'm not. Sometimes it'll do that to you if you haven't logged out. If you just logged out, it'll say you're still in game. All right, I just created this character. This is my brand new character. However, because it's transferred over from the other server, I have a beard. So I've been on the other server for a minute, but we are level 1. They turned up the items, the gather rate and stuff, so gather is going to be a little bit higher for us, but all the resource locations are going to be the same. So let's go ahead and let's check out. If you hit the tilde key, which is the one right underneath the escape key, you're going to get into the admin, into your settings bar right there. Let me go ahead and show you if I can get it. These are the settings that you're going to want to look at. Okay, so it's R volumetric cloud 0, which gets rid of the clouds. The R volumetric fog 0 will get rid of your fog. Because Unreal Engine 5 has triangles now that they render instead of like pixels. This foliage right here, it will only allow this many triangles to render on your foliage. The R streaming dot pool size 0 is your water, I believe. I could be wrong on that. And then we have the dynamic global illumination method, some of this stuff, and shadow quality 0. Some of this stuff was in the previous settings. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do the first 2 for right now. So we're going to go ahead and let me go ahead and copy that. So we're going to go R volumetric cloud 0, and watch the clouds when I hit enter. They went away. So even though those clouds look amazing, if I get rid of them, I mean, the frames are just crisp. We're looking really good. We're still looking really, really tight with the new textures and whatnot. That's why you want your resolution on your texture resolution to be 100%, because otherwise it's going to look like butt, and we don't want that. Now we can do it. We can go ahead, and I'm also going to do the fog. So hit the tilde key again, and I'm going to get rid of all that fog because there's fog on the mountain and whatnot. I don't need that either, so we're just going to get rid of that. I don't know if you'll even see a difference with that right now. And then hit enter. So, but when there will be fog, there's no longer fog. Now you can get rid, like I said, you can lower the triangle render if you want on your leaves and whatnot. But I like them looking the way they do. But if you need to for your performance of your machine, you can lower it. Okay, pool size, the water movement. This water movement here, we can turn that to 0 and it'll go down, but I like it, so we're going to leave it. Now, if it becomes an issue, if I crash, I might turn it down because it might we might have an issue when the weather turns on us. I don't know if they have a tide system or not. We do have waves like this. See, there's a little bit of white water right here. A little bit of white water, and there's light shafts. So, I mean, the shadow quality we can turn down to 0, but I like these shadows right now. But those settings I showed you previously, try all of those if you're having problems with performance, if you're crashing a lot. They have dealt with the crashing issue a little bit. I don't know about private servers, privately hosted servers. I expect that you might have an issue. Because they might want to low key try to force you over to Nitrado, to be honest. I'm still going to play this game, so I mean that's a whole other legal thing that I don't want to deal with. So right now, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pop out chat, say hello to everybody, because we are live right now. So if you have any questions and you're here, feel free to ask. Stesso, how you doing? Adamant, good afternoon. Let me go ahead and I'm going to show you where I'm at on the map. Right now on the map, I am where I was before. This is I think this is South 2. I'm super happy about this location because South 2 has most of the best resources you can get early game. Right here up on top of this hill, on the right-hand side right here, you're going to be able to, this is what we call Metal Hill. And over on that side over there is where I'm going to get some crystal. So metal and crystal are going to be there. However, let me go and punch a tree. Obviously, you're going to punch a tree in the beginning to get some thatch and some wood. And then we got to pick up a rock. Okay, it's a 2-time server. They said they turned up the rates even higher. I don't know what's up with that. That's only 2. Anyway, so that's fine. And so right at the gate, we can make a stone pick. And picks and hatchets, they gather different resources. Picks gather more flint. Hatchets gather more stone. Picks obviously gather more metal as well. They also gather more hide, whereas hatchets gather more meat. So when you're harvesting a creature, if you want more hide, use a pick. If you want more meat, use a hatchet. Now that I've gotten some flint, we can go ahead and I can go ahead and I've got 2 levels now. Oh, they turned up the leveling. That's what they did. So we're gonna go with carry weight right now, and I'll go ahead and learn hatchet. I also learned spear. All of our clothes. Well, I can't learn all of them. And now we can go ahead and make our hatchet. And as far as Earl getting some more thatch, to go to a tree. Now, hopefully they have our roleplay server back up and running here before too long. And I'll get my old character back and I'll show you all my progression in a future video. If not, I'm going to have to go single player. If they can't get there, if they can't fix it, then we're going to have to do something else. But which once again makes me feel like I'm behind the time because I made a choice. Life is all about choices. But early game metal, like really super early game metal, is going to be found with river rocks. So there's round rock. You have your regular looking rocks here, but you also have round rocks. Let's go over here. By the way, the floating rocks have got to be fixed, man. These are not the rocks we're looking for. These are not the droids we're looking for. Yeah, that's terrible. I never noticed that before. Got a bunch of floating material. It's like the island is sinking, but the things that are on it aren't. So I'm going to head over here to where I have my base on the other server. But really, if you want to know where to find resources, here, hang on. If you want to know where to find resources, just Google it, go to the resource map, the island, and these are where all the resources are. That's the long and the short of that. They haven't changed. Your crystal, your metal, your obsidian, your oil, your pearls. Now, like I said, some of these early game stuff is going to, or it's going to be a little bit different than what they show you on the map because some of the stuff is going to come from creatures. Look at that. Look how nasty that looks. They got to fix that. That's weird. So the game did hitch on me there. You saw that? So the game is still hitching. They did an update, and they're continuing to do more updates. What is this noise? This was not like this yesterday. I don't know what that is. This is bad. Like, this is... I don't like that at all. I mean, that'll be fixed, but that's so weird. Yeah, all the rocks, man. It's like we're living in anti-gravity land or something. It's not going to affect my play very much, but it just didn't look nice. But like, we can go ahead, and if we wanted to take the shadows out, like I said, we can go ahead. It's going to make it look more washed out, though. But actually, we could just go into settings and lower the shadows right there. General shadows are on medium. We can turn them down to low. I always had shadows on low in my other game. Anyway. So see, that still didn't do much, did it? I mean, it kind of did. But now it's making them look choppy. But, I mean, but the frames are amazing. Wow, that's really not good. At all. What the heck is going on with this, man? This is an Entrado server, by the way. I don't know if that makes a difference, but... It's so strange. I'm heading back over here where I normally hang out. Hang on. So, Metal Hill is right there. Crystal Hill is right there. Uh-oh. I hear a turtle. Oh, no. Something's attacking me. What is it? It's probably a... Aren't you loud, Mr. Man? Loud and proud. So the river rocks I'm talking about are these roundish river rocks right here. So I'm gonna use my pick, and we showed this yesterday. I thought we'd give it a try again. I didn't get any metal off that one. You get 1 to 2 usually, depending on your strength and your tools. There's some metal right there. There we go. Keep me from turning myself into a liar. If you go over more toward the red obelisk, you're going to see more of these river rock, and they're going to give more metal. For sure. But you don't really need this if you're going for metal. If you're going to go to... I got to eat. If you're going to Metal Hill over here, because there's like half a dozen nodes. And that's where you should be gathering anyway. There's metal all over this map. I'll show you what the metal looks like, though. And then if we find a trilobite, that's where you're going to find your oil, your pearls, black pearls too occasionally. I should probably make some meat. I should probably cook some meat. Yeah, on the other server, these rocks weren't like this. So this is definitely not. I mean, they were kind of, but they weren't really like that much. I don't know what that's all about. That's really weird. Anyway, the metal's over here. And I'll show you exactly where I'm at. Right here. Right there. Also, cementing paste. This is where the where the beavers put their dams up. So you're going to find pearls in there. You're going to find the occasional mushroom, the occasional flower. You're going to find cementing paste, wood. So if you are looking for cementing paste, be careful, they will eat your face. Once you get into their dam, that's it. They get aggressive and they come after you. But there's metal right here, which is why this guy's house is right here too. I guarantee you 100%. That's why he chose it. Yeah, these rocks shouldn't be like this. This is definitely... They had an update, and then it looks like they screwed the pooch, so to speak. I hear a Bronto. It's like a big bass drum these days, man. Alright, so all kinds of metal up in here. Take it to the top. So this is a metal node. This is a metal node. They look a little different than they used to. There's another metal node. Yeah, you should be gathering from this. River rock is fine if you have nothing else. You just need a piece or two. But if you really want to gather metal, this is where it's at. But you need, I mean, you're gonna need a metal pick to do any kind of gather, really. Anything that you're gonna be using off of a stone pick is gonna be slow. I give you, and I mean, really, ideally, you want an ankylosaur, but you got to tame him. So if you're just doing it by hand. That's one of my favorite early game metal spots. Let me go ahead and put this stuff down in here. Come on. Well, these new berries, I don't know how well they do, but once I put this in here, then now I can just go ahead and I can just eat these. I mean, spamming them doesn't really help you that much. You got to eat them slower to really get the full benefit. At least used to. But now as I go and I gather, I can just gather, and I'll put it back in my bar, and I can just eat them as I need to. All right. So that being said, with that, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Let's go level up. Wait again. You can't raise your speed up anymore, which means everybody's running at the same speed. I think you get a little bit faster. That's a box. Well, keep an eye out for the boxes, because it'll help you level. Look at that! I got 5 levels out of that. Let's go with health. I need stamina, really. I should have done stamina. Hey, Pickle. No worries. I'm just going over a lot of the stuff I was talking about yesterday. Because I was going to make... this could have been 2 videos, but I decided to just get... While we're on a temporary server, I thought this would be a good time to share with the people the things that are kind of important in the first few minutes of game. Now, it's going to take a minute. If you don't see a resource that I'm showing you, one of 2 things is happening. Either it hasn't appeared yet because, like with dams, beaver dams take a minute because the beavers have to spawn in. And then they trigger the dams after they spawn in. So, and every time you show up in their area, there's a percentage chance that it will spawn in your single player. There's a dam right here. There you go. Oh, there's a T-Rex too. That's not good. So I'm not going to go... Well, I guess I could. I'll end up killing myself. But if you get in here, you're gonna find... yeah, mushrooms, cementing paste, and a bunch of wood. I always drop everything in there. because if you don't drop everything that's in the dam, it won't respawn. The stuff will just be stuck there. So if you just take the cementing paste out, then, or the mushrooms out, or whatever you need, and you don't drop everything else out, another one won't spawn. I mean, another one might spawn, but you're going to hinder your production. So you want to drop everything out. Of course, you always have the rude children on servers. I say children; they could be old people. I don't know, just rude people that don't do it. They just take what they want and then they leave the rest to keep it from spawning for other people. Yeah, these rocks are definitely. This is definitely an update problem thing. This shouldn't be like this. I don't know what happened. But my other server's not like this. The other server's not like this. This is a Nitrado server. The other one is a locally hosted server. So, what the hell, Nitrado? That's really weird. It doesn't really affect gameplay. It just looks terrible. All right, let's go ahead and let's. What can I make here? I don't know, we didn't get attacked by the beaver. It must not have been a beaver around. Oh, unless that T-Rex ate the beavers. You might have done that. What do I need? Wood for some spears? All right, let's make some spears. Then I'll take you up to Crystal Hill. I mean, if I was on my single player, I could have just flown over there, but the no skill up in speed is a hard loss. It is a hard loss. It really is. Because you can't get to where you need to be as fast. But it also keeps people from... it levels the playing field with fighting. It feels like they added something, though. Oh, they put oxygen back. They put oxygen back in.
Hello.
Holy crap, you scared the shit out of me. I'm on a roleplay server, guys. And now I got a level. Let's go ahead and make some clothes. Water skin. I need campfire. Water skin. Sleeping bag. Mortar and pestle. Spyglass, because we're gonna be making a. We're gonna go get crystal here in a second. Bola. Bow and arrow. We can just thatch. Storage box. Stairs. Oh, I'm out. That's fine. Let's go ahead and make some stuff. I need some hide. But I can make my bow. And make some arrows. That'll help. Put our clothes on. We're going to have a little lunch. While we're waiting for our arrows to craft. And put our bow in the 3 slot. Make sure those are attached. And I'm going to drop my metal. I don't need it. I just don't need it right now. Let's see. Honestly, I don't need that cementing paste either. So we're going to ditch it. It's easy enough to get. Cementing paste can also be made in your mortar and pestle. Chitin and stone. Should have made a spear. because of this stupid fish that's over here. Yep, he's gonna get me. He might kill me. I'm not gonna fight him. I'm just gonna swim. All right. Stupid fish. Hey, you know what? Come here. Your dinner. So, yeah, more meat with a hatchet, more hide with a pick. Let's make a campfire. Meat's always better than berries. Always. Need some more thatch. Use my pick. Hey, Ian. There's a dillo. That'll give me some hide. Oh, there's 2 dillos. Dodge to the side when they're spitting at you. I want some hide. Once your tool breaks, you can just hit the button, and it will as long as you have the materials in your inventory, it'll fix it. If you run over your arrows, they'll pick up your arrows too. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. We need some thatch to start a campfire. I'm just going to go over here where it feels fairly safe, maybe up on a rock. Because we're still a baby. Oh, and I've got everything I need for a mortar and pestle. I can go ahead and make that if I wanted. I don't have... I can make some bolas. We want bolas. Craft all 5 of those bolas. Bolas will stop a raptor dead in his tracks. Give you enough time to get away. The campfire won't go there. It's fine. I'm not even close to being high enough level to tame a Pteranodon. I mean, I could tame him, but I can't ride him until I can make the saddle. So if I found a saddle in a drop, it would be probably a white drop or a green drop, and all the beacons are tied to a level. White, I think, is level 3 or level 5. Green is level 15, and it goes up from there. So if you can't get into a drop, a resource drop, chances of you being too low level is probably pretty good. All right, we'll grab these. I'm okay on food right now. Actually, you know what? I might make a mortar and pestle, so I can make narcotics. No, I need more hide now. Never mind. We do have level though. Let's go ahead and level up. Stamina. Feels like the camera's not quite right with my character. But I see how I got the camera's close to my character, so when I'm talking, I can go ahead and I can have a conversation back and forth with people, and it's like I've got 2 cameras, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense. If you know anything about making movies or television, you know what I mean. They usually use 3 cameras. That's a Pego. Pegomastics will steal your stuff. And it's usually whatever's in the 10 slot is what they take. He took my cooked meat because he's a punk. If you can kill him fast enough, you can get your stuff back. I gotta make more arrows. Come on. Pick up my arrow. And you always slow down whenever you're crafting. So you can't run when you're crafting. So be aware. I heard something else over here. Baby Dillo. I killed the parents. So this baby Dillo's right here. I have a baby Dillo. I did the same thing in the... Oh, you know what? Babies give prime, so we want to kill this baby. Oh wow, the knockback is bad. There it is. So we got 6 prime meat and 10 hide and 3 regular meat from this guy. Babies give prime, so yeah, you want to, if you need prime meat, that's where to get it, which is really good. Oh, hey, was that your baby? I'm sorry. I guess I killed her baby. I thought I killed the parents already. It must have been the aunt and uncle. Oh, see, he blinded me. But I killed him. There we go. You're only blind for a second. It's more annoying than anything else. It will eat your stamina, though. And I don't really need the prime. I just wanted to do that as an example to show you. But we'll cook this up and... There we go. What's up, Wiley? How you doing? I'm just going over, guys. By the way, a lot of the stuff that you, if my regulars are here, you guys saw, you've seen me talk about in the over on Twitch. And we had so many crashes yesterday that it affected my recordings. So I may have to come over here to do this. We'll give it another day, and I'll see. Or I may have to start a single player game because and run through this with you guys in episodes. I don't want to do that, but I may have to. If they can't get the servers to work right, then I'm gonna have to go with a single player game. And this is early ARK, right? We always have issues with ARK. Well, we did back in the day when it first came out. There were always issues. People forget that too, so. I got really angry the first day because the older I get, the less tolerance I have for derpy games. But then I remembered that's how it used to be, and they should have learned their lesson, but they haven't. So put the fire out. Let's do that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and demolish this. Just because it's the nice thing to do. The less items on a server, the better. Okay, I'm going to grab some more thatch, and we're going to make some more arrows. I'm going to need them. I need to fix my bow, too. I like to have 2 bows on me early game, usually. Because if one breaks, I'd like to have a second one in the middle of a fight. But, you know, it's fine. By the way, we'll see if we can find a trilobite, so I can show you. They basically look like a Roomba of the sea. They live on the coast, and they look like an armored. I'm trying to think of the name of the current creature with the tail. We have them right now. I'm trying to think of their descendant. I can't remember their name. Oh, well, that's fine. Alright, 42 more arrows will do. Let's make a couple of spears. That way when I'm in the water. Because until I get metal, I'm gonna be able to need to fight in the water. And unless I have a crossbow, I can't. You can't use a bow in the water. You can use a crossbow, but you can't use a bow. So that'll do. Let's go ahead and fix this. Can I not repair it? Oh yeah, there we go. You can right-click and you can repair things if you have the stuff in your inventory. I don't need all the rest of the stuff. We're gonna go get crystal. I have enough hide. I should be able to make. Let's see, can we learn spyglass? I already know spyglass. So, and I have everything I need for that except for crystal. So I'll drop that. That's heavy. Let's go. I'm going to split this. I'm going to split all. And the reason for that is because this stuff will go bad, but only the top one in the stack goes bad. So if you split the whole thing, it'll all rot, and then you'll have rotten meat to go with your narco berries. So you can go ahead and you can in your mortar and pestle you can make narcotics. I'm gonna drop that too, for the moment. I'm gonna put the stim berries in my 10 slot, because if I get bitten by something that's gonna knock me out, stim berries will help keep that from happening for a short amount of time. But it also makes you really super thirsty. So drop that. We want to make sure that we have as many advantages as we can get, because everything wants to kill you here. These rocks look like acne on the side of the ground. The other night when you had to blow out, the wife was just falling asleep listening. It was like, what is happening? It was great. You had a good laugh at my expense. Sorry, but it was funny. Hey, that's fine, Adamat. But that was not my proudest moment, so that's why I deleted all those videos. I wanted to start from scratch. It's a pink Dello. Yeah, but I just had to remember. I had to remind myself the next morning that it's ARK. It's going to have issues, and you're gonna get what you get out of whatever you go in expecting you're gonna get. If I expect I'm gonna have a good time, I will have a good time in ARK. If I expect I'm gonna get angry over stuff like this terrain, I'm gonna get angry over this stuff like this terrain, which that will be fixed, I'm sure, in the next patch. Not all of it, because it's never all fixed, but yeah, they just need to go in and lower their textures, or raise the island by just a skosh. I'm not really sure why all these rocks are like this, because they weren't like that on the other server. Hey, baby. It is super cool, though, that we have babies available to us for prime meat everywhere. Like everywhere. All right, so this is going to be where if I had a flyer, we'd already be there. But you know, if wishes were horses, everyone would ride. So I'm going to show you in the map. This is Crystal Hill, right here. So this is going to be Crystal Hill, either this one or the other one next over. I think it's this one. Pretty sure. We had this challenge yesterday. I'm going to break out a bola just in case we come across a raptor. I'm pretty sure it's this hill. This will have metal on it too. Like almost every hill's got some sort of metal on it. Yeah, I think this is Crystal Hill. And if not, I'll take you to a cave. I'm pretty sure. I think I might need. I don't think I need a flyer to get up here, but I gotta find the way up. Come on, rocks. Get out of my face. Literally out of my face. And you'll know because there's a ruin at the top of the hill. This may not be it. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. That map I showed you earlier, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that's not crystal. And this is what we're looking for right here. So, yeah, it should be right there. I believe that's where we're at. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm right here. This is where the crystal is. I'm on the right hill, so I'm not crazy. Hang on, let me go to the top here again. I might not have gone far enough, though. Then again, I might be turned around, too. No? No? I kind of want to get that drop, but I kind of want to find this crystal too. And it's right in here too. We had the same issue yesterday, but I was on a flyer. But this isn't the hill I was talking about, though. I don't think. With the ruin. Where are you, bud? I'm right. It's right here. Huh. So odd. Now, there's a chance it got gathered. That's what I was saying before. If you don't see a resource, like I said, it either hadn't respawned, it hadn't spawned in because of the animals, or somebody's already gathered it. No, I'm too far over. And I want my spyglass. It shows that we're all human. Oh, dude. Yeah, I've never made a point to be that goody two-shoes YouTuber that always puts on a smiley face. I mean, I do try to be in a good mood all the time. I don't succeed, but I try. I get on the other side of this ravine. And I've got a saying about ARK, and I say it all the time. 90% of your problems are on the ground. Get into the air as soon as you can, and all your problems go away. It's not all of your problems, but a lot of your problems go away. Well, use the map, guys, because I can tell you right now. I'm going to eat that prime. I didn't need that much, but the prime should keep me full for a minute. Where you at, dude? No, we don't want to go that way. This is not where it's at either. I will find it. I will find it. I think I'm not far up enough. Because you move so slow on foot. But also in the drops, I was finding a lot of crystal too. I found a stack of 99. I found a stack of 45. I hate doing this, but we're going to jump down. It's going to hurt. And it's easy to get turned around too. Like I'm turned around right now. That's a Trudon. I don't want to get attacked by a Trudon. Trudon will eat your face. Their bite is toxic and it freaking knocks you out. Alright, I just got to get a different perspective here. I think it's right there. If I can get up here. Yeah, I don't know if I can be able to get up here or not. I need a flyer. Or an Equus. Although taming a horse without carrots is kind of a pain. Have I been on the wrong hill this entire time? Did I not go far enough over? No. Oh, we gotta go. I gotta go. These guys will kill me. At this level, I don't have a parachute either. I think I'm one hill over from where I wanted to be. Oh, and I'm on a cliffside too. This is not good. Tighten the mirror, get you. Those are the ants. Those are the megaluras, the meganuras. You know, it'd be interesting to see Survival of the Fittest when it comes out. Making ARK my new home. Hey, old school. I mean, you know, right now what happened is I just wanted to go over the server settings and the early game resources, but I'm having a challenge with the crystal right now. I think I was just one hill over. There's some more Titan mirrors. I don't want to do this, but we're gonna. Stamina. No. I don't want to drown either. Oh, something died. Is that a Trudon? I think it was a Trudon. Looked like he drowned. Oh shit. That's it. Everything wants to eat your face, guys. Everything wants to eat your face. I think I was just one hill over. I think this is the hill. I'm pretty sure. Get off of me. Stamina. Stamina. As soon as I find that ruin, we'll know exactly where the crystal is. Yeah, okay, here we go. I was just one hill over. And see, you're being on foot, man. So I'm going to grab this box. That'll level me up a few levels. Go stamina again. And then the crystal's just down here from this. Just a couple pockets of crystal right here. This is what we were looking for. Now with a stone pick, it's not always easy to get crystal. See, I didn't get any crystal off of that. That's painful. I'm going to try my hatchet. It's not my hatchet. It's my pick. If I don't get any crystal off of this, I'm going to be bummed. Oh, dude. There's one. But yeah, don't be discouraged if you don't get a bunch of crystal, because that's painful. I don't like that new sound. It does tell you when it's done, but that still doesn't. It's not great. Did I get? Do I have enough? I've got 2. Is that enough? It is enough. I actually needed 2, so that's great. All right, we got a spyglass. Cool. So that's your early game crystal right there. If you don't want to go into a cave. A lot of people don't like to go into a cave. I'll show you where we're at on the map. We're right there. That's where I was. Yeah, that new sound isn't great. For sure. When they were field testing that, I wonder who said, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea." I always wondered about that, because you know that they have to run that stuff through the bosses, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. It sounds really good." No, it doesn't. Let's see what else. Trilobites, oil. So I gave you cementing paste. I haven't seen any tech dinos, so electronics are out. Like, I haven't seen any tech dinos, so they may not exist yet, because we're still playing early ARK, like it was back in the day. Hang on, am I high enough level for parachute? Let's see. Level 22. What level am I? 17? No, I got a few levels to go. However, spyglass. Let's see what the new spyglass looks like. I haven't tried it yet. Same as before. Can you K mode out? Do 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 do. Yep. Oops. Is that what I wanted? Alright, we should get our bolas out. No, that's a compy. I can tell him by the, you can tell him by the sound. I'm thirsty. We gotta go. Gotta get some water. If I had a little bit more crystal, I'd be able to make a water jar pretty quick, but only got those two, so I had to make a choice. There's a cave just down around here I could go check out. If we want to go fight bats and lizards. But then I might have to deal with rabies. And I don't want to deal with rabies. But we might go. It's right here, I think. I tried to find it yesterday and I couldn't find it. Because I couldn't remember where it was at. I'm pretty sure it's back in here. And you can lay down and get your stamina back pretty quick. Or used to be able to. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's back in here, this cave. So far, so good. No piranha. It's going to get dark in a second, too. I think the cave's right here. It's weird that on a flyer I couldn't find it, but on foot, once I found that crystal, I just kind of know where this cave is. I could be wrong though. I think I'm right though. That's not it. It's on the right-hand side in here somewhere. There it is. All right, I don't have a torch. We're gonna need a torch. I'm gonna need a torch for sure. This is going to be dangerous. But there's going to be a lot of crystal in here. Let's go ahead and fix our tools. That bird gets wind of me. I might have to go inside that cave because. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna craft a sleeping bag too. And some more arrows. And another spear. Another 2 spears. Because screw that. Get out. There we go. If you let me out. All right. This is something you guys haven't seen yet, is this cave. I want all my tools and weapons to be tip-top. And we're going to drop a bunch of stuff. All right. All right. Are you scared? I'm scared. Hang on. We might have lizards in here. I don't know what they've added to this cave, so... Lizards and snakes. Alright, I'm gonna put... Actually, I'm gonna put my bedroll down out right here, maybe. Wherever it'll let me. We're going slow, because and there's gonna be spiders and all kinds of things in here. Alright, so the lighting might be okay for me to not need a torch. Yeah, okay, I think we're okay. Let's, this is where we can get crystal right here. Tons of crystal, really. Let's, go ahead and crouch. So the sound of this crystal is much better than the other one. That was not good. You get better crystal out of this than you do out of the other. You really need a metal pick. Like I'm not getting hardly any crystal, yo. Look at that. That's just bad. It's always been like this, though. Yeah, I've almost burned through my pick. Let's not do that. Oh, are these... Oh, I thought those crystal shards were actually going to be picked... I thought I could pick them up. I can't pick them up. Alright, so... This is dangerous. We're probably going to die. First sign of trouble, I'm out of here. I just wanted to show you where the resources were. I don't feel like dying. Spiders, snakes, lizards, bats. There's also an artifact back in here, though. Okay, if I remember right, we can go the long way there, we can go here and drop down. I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe I can't go in there anymore, huh? They blocked that, huh? Okay. There's tons of crystal in here, though. If that's what you're looking for. Ah! Stop it. I'm getting spooked. Merlin's cave. Oh, is this like an indicator that this is where the baddies are? This is where it begins? This red mushroom? It's cool what they did with it, though. It didn't used to be like this. Okay, I just froze. My game just froze, guys. I might be stuck. We may have to restart. I think I crashed. That's a bummer. Because then we might be dead. Yeah, I crashed. We got to start over. I mean, I not start over. I'm going to have to... I got to kill ARK and come back in. So they're still working on crashes. So it's definitely something that we gotta deal with. The fact that it was a cave crash is what happened was I was going into another location, so it was a loading screen, and it locked me out. So I already killed you off. Can I please stop? Can we stop? But anyway. Horseshoe crab. Winslow, thank you. Yeah, weird place to crash. Well, okay, what happens is that's not the world. It's in it. That's not the caves aren't. They're in their own world, so you have to go through a loading screen. Usually it's instantaneous, but that's why it crashed. I know exactly why it crashed, and that wasn't in common early game or early ARK. So this is this is still the same growing pains that we had 9 years ago or 8 years ago. And I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see any baddies. But I bet dollars to donuts I got eaten. I'd almost guarantee you I got eaten. Hang on, I gotta break out the password here. All right. All right, we should be able to get back in. I think what I'll do, though, is I think I'm going to turn around and go back out. Like I said, this was just so you guys could see the resources. So there's that cave itself. It doesn't look like there right now. There's a bunch of joining failed, timed out, closing connection invalid. Hang on, let me look at the Discord. Did they change it? Hang on. Let me see if they give us some news. Hang on. Try again. Oh, the server went down, guys. Server went down, so it wasn't us. It wasn't the cave. The server went down for some reason. It's still showing, but let's refresh. Yeah, it's not here. Oh, we gotta wait for the server to come back up. That's fine. Cool. So, what do you guys think so far? I mean, it feels kind of like a buggy mess, but it's still one of the better survival games ever, in my opinion. But it looks like we might be down for a minute, guys. It's not my fault, says Han Solo. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't our fault. It wasn't the cave's fault either. Nordheim. Was it Nordheim what? RP restored. I don't see it. Our admin on this on our server guys just told us that she has the old server back up and running. She thinks, but she needs somebody to find it. I don't see it. Hang on. It's Nordheim RP restored. No sessions found. Refresh. Hang tight. Nordheim RP restore. Restore. Hang tight. We're testing out right quick for our admin. I'll just keep hitting refresh until it's ready. You enjoying the game so far? Hey, Wheeled Warrior, what's going on? Yeah, it is pretty, right? Like, it is really super, super good-looking game. Even with all the crashes and everything else. Still makes you want to play. You'll probably play the old version, to be honest. You know, I mean, it really isn't that I mean, there are a couple things, right? We've got things snapped together. There's no clip with the building materials. The textures look much better. You can pick things up now and move them, so long as the so it's basically I mean, everything you can add with mods, which is fine. If you want to play the old game, nothing wrong with that. But you know, they were looking for to update the game and to make some more money so they could continue doing what they're going to do with ARK 2. So, and this is going to be what they're going to say. They say this is going to be in early access all the way up till the end of next year. So I'm hoping that it ends up being, and another thing what they want to do here, let's back this out, is they want you to be able to make your own mods. Like, if you can think of it, they want you to be able to make it, and then they are claiming they're going to do a partner program so that you can get, so if people are so that you can get money from your mods, which I think is amazing. Because there's a lot of really hard mod designers, hardworking mod designers out there that deserve money for all the hard work they've done. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have all your mods. Yeah, if you have all your mods installed, I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to buy this game, but I might tell you to hang out for a month or two until they get most of the, you know, until they start getting their, what do you call it? The, everything rolling. You know what I mean? Like, they need to work out the kinks. And that's okay. It does look great. I like that first initial opening of the box and you get that verbal story. I'm probably going to go, I've got the information where all the survivor notes are. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and start wipe my files, start a brand new character, go through all of the notes record all of the notes, and put that up in a single video. But I gotta say, that's about a week. No, that's about maybe not a week. That's like a 2-day process for me to do that. Will I play the story through? You'd like to see that? I can. I mean, the problem with that on solo is I have to beat all the bosses. It's kind of one of the reasons why I was on a role play server, a multiplayer server, because I would like all right, they're not. This other server's not coming up right now. Anyway, without cheats, it's super hard to solo the bosses. You can do it. It can be done, but it's super difficult. And I got to get leveled up. Like, I'm going to have to find a chibi, and I don't know if chibis are in this game yet. I haven't seen any, and I also haven't seen any tech stuff at all. So I don't even know if we can actually, without spawning it in, get tech armor. There was somebody that showcased all the new armors. So tech armor's in the game, but I don't know if you can get it without spawning it in. So anyway, guys, I think what we're going to do, because we're delayed right now. This other server went down. They're trying to get the other server back up with my flyer and my baby Dillo and things like that. I think what we might do is I might stop this live stream. I did what I wanted to do. I showed you most of the resources. So I don't think there's anything else I wanted to show you except oil, but really the trilobites will give you oil. And the oil nodes, let me show you again on the resource map here. Like I said, go to Google, and like oil, guys, let me show you, is all through here. Like it's all, let me max this out. But can I make it bigger? Like all of these nodes in the water are all oil nodes. But if you really want to get oil, I have an old ARK video that shows you easy oil, and it's on the northern coast, and it's all along the shoreline. That's where the easy oil is. Also, you can get oil nodes along the shoreline down. This is the middle river. Well, I call it Middle River. I don't know. It's not really the Middle River, but yeah, there's good oil down in here. Actually, this is Middle River. But yeah, the oil nodes are in the water, and you can see the oil coming. Well, in the old version, you could see the oil coming off of the nodes and floating to the surface because they were leaking, supposedly. I mean, that was the theme they were going for. They're a black rock. So, but you can kill a trilobite and get some oil from that. So, yeah. Just being a starting character, it's kind of hard to show you where the oil is too, because unless I get my oxygen up and I put some flippers on, or tame an ichthyosaur, it's a little bit difficult to show you where those are. Obsidian is freaking the purple. There's some down below here on the eastern coast too. Most of it's up at the volcano, though. You can find a lot at the volcano. Any of these tall mountains here. The Eastern Mountain right here, the Northeastern Mountain is one of my favorites to do. You got a lot of cats, you got a lot of RGs, you got a lot of scorpions, T-Rexes. You got to watch out for. On the side of the mountain, it's mostly cats and scorpions and RGs. Oh my! But this is where I get once I get to the point where I can get an Argentavis. This is where I get a lot of my material. Also, this is Obsidian Mountain here, I think, or maybe this is Obsidian Mountain. Maybe this is Obsidian Mountain. No, this is the volcano. I think this is the volcano. That's Obsidian Mountain. Or vice versa. Yeah, this is Obsidian Mountain. That's the volcano. Right there. This guy right here. That's the volcano. That's Obsidian Mountain. There's also crystal in here. This is where I always go for my RG tames. Right here. My first RG I always tame here because I can pull up on the coast right here. I can set up a base camp with a raft, and then I take then I build a trap on the beach, and then I go up the mountain. I get my Argentavis and I drag him down with my Pteranodon. I trap him in the trap. That's how I get my first Argentavis, always, like almost 100% of the time. But you got to watch out for the scorpion. If you're flying, it's not as bad. Like I said, if you can get up in the air, 95% of your problems go away. So, anyway, all right. I think I'm going to end the live stream here, guys. I mean, thank you, for those of you who showed up. Hopefully, this will help somebody out. The early game settings, they're legit, and the material locations were legit. So, yeah, hopefully, I help somebody out in the future. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do something else as soon as the other server goes up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump back over to Twitch, and we're going to see if it works. I'll put where I'm going to be in my Discord, whether I'm going to be here live streaming something else or whether I'm going to be over there live streaming ARK. Either way. And then what I got to do is I've got to get enough footage to be able to give you guys a few episodes back to back. We may have to start again. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I wanted to give you something that wasn't a episode today. And I wanted to put something on the channel. We're not going to do the Long Dark till Monday, but I will do Long Dark again on Monday. Okay? So those of you who want the Long Dark, we'll be doing the Long Dark on Monday. Hang on, I lost my chat. Where'd my chat go? There it is. Yeah, the server went down. Is this a single player one or is this the role-play server? This was a duplicate role-play server, Cyrus, that they put up because the other one went down and the server files broke. So she's trying to piece it back together. So I don't know how advanced we were or are. We might start over. They might wipe the server. I don't know. They're talking about it right now in Discord. So we're gonna find out. But yeah, anyway, so it's early game growing pains. Every game has it. ARK just has a higher profile growing pain than other games because they've been around for so long. People think it should get right. It should be right off the bat, and they're not wrong. It should be more right than it is right now. But I have steeled myself for the long haul, and every time somebody said ARK was going to die, it's never died. It hasn't dropped down below the top 50 games since its release. So, I mean, most played on Steam is what I mean. I don't think it's dropped down below 50 the entire time. For several years it was in the top 10. So, I don't think ARK's going anywhere. I think its loyal player base is either going to play the original or this one. And but since this is the only place where official players can play PvP, they're forced to buy this. They just don't have a choice, and that sucks for them. But I bought it because I love ARK. So anyway, guys, we'll talk to you later. I could babble on all day.